Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I am doing the heat transfer method again. So I'm just adding my hot lye water to my hard oils, which they were sort of partially melted down, but still back at room temperature, so they're fine. So I'm just going to add this really quick, and then of course I'm going to add my liquid oils to this and bring the temperature down. So today we are making some Easter soap cupcakes, and I'm really excited because it gives me the opportunity to do something kind of, over the top. I feel like holidays are always good for that. So anyway, I had the request to do some baskets and things, which is always really fun as well. So I was trying to think up something really fun for the soaps that are going to go into the baskets. And I thought, well, cupcake soaps are always really, really fun, especially for kids. And so that's what we're going to do. And we're going to use bubblegum fragrance, which is one of my favorites. I have the bubblegum, actually I think it's called Bubble Luscious, and it's from Nature's Garden, and let me tell you, it is the real deal, like pink bubblegum. It smells really good. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do a bunch of different colors with the base. I want to do kind of like an in the pot swirl with all the different colors. So we will be doing that then. So I think what I'm going to do, just for the sake of keeping the video short, because I feel like it's going to be kind of detailed, so I'm afraid it's going to end up getting really long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add my liquid oils to my bowl and get that emulsified. I'll bring you guys back and show you our colorants, like everything we're doing with color, and then I'll get those mixed up, and then just let you kind of see the fun part, and we'll do the pot swirl, and then we'll pour our bases. So I will be right back. Okay, so what I did was I went ahead and I got this all emulsified, and I'm just gonna split it up for our colors and just try to keep it somewhat even. It doesn't have to be perfect, but and I measured this out. If you've seen my other cupcake video, my most recent one, my Shopkins cupcake video, I basically just explain how you can make it really easy to do cupcakes by just measuring out exactly what you need for your base, and then whatever is left over, just set that to the side, and that's going to be your soap frosting. And it's always like, so it'll be perfect every time, and it just takes the guesswork out of it. And for our colors, we are doing orange, yellow, pink, blue, and purple. And then a lot of the frosting is going to be kind of like a grass type theme, so that's going to be where the green comes from. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, because this is going to take a few minutes, like I said. I want to try to keep the video a little bit shorter and just kind of have you guys tag along for the fun parts, since this is going to be kind of, time consuming. So I'm going to add a little bit of fragrance to our base colors, and I'm going to go ahead and get them mixed up, and I will bring you right back. Okay, so let's go ahead and swirl these colors. I'm literally just going to swirl them just like this. because they will really just kind of all mix in there. Oop. I don't know if I like using these plastic cups. This is the first time I've used them, and I figured, well, I'll try because I'm using so many colors today. I don't know if I like it though. It will definitely be less dishes. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish scraping these cups out and plopping it in the bowl, and then I will bring you right back. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our bases poured. Hopefully this isn't too thick. I don't know. It's pretty thick. Oh. It's thicker than I would like it to be. It's definitely making pouring a little difficult. I'm gonna bang it down just a little bit. Alright, let's see if we can make it work. Sure looks pretty in the bowl though. Alright, so I'm going to get this last one scraped in. I'm going to bang these down, and then I'm going to set these aside, and we're going to get our frosting ready to pipe, and I will bring you guys back for that. Okay, so we are ready to start piping. Now, I mixed up my green, and what I'm going to do is I want to kind of put just sort of like a base down first, and then add some grass. Now this green, because you're probably going to be thinking it looks like a really kind of funky like pea soup kind of green, but this mica always does this. This is the Shamrock Gold Flare from Nurture Soap, and it just always turns this really funky pea green, and then as everything starts to saponify, it does change back to like a really pretty green. So all right. And I'm not sure if I have enough in my piping bag, because this part I am kind of winging because I want to have enough for the base, and then the rest is going to be like the grass. So, you know, I might have to make an adjustment or two as I go along. We'll see. Whoa. Yeah, I think I'm going to need to add more. Okay, so let me add more to this bag, and I will bring you right back. Finish off these 4. Air bubble. Always get at least one. And I'm just gonna make sure that these centers are somewhat filled. They certainly do not need to be perfect because they're going to be covered. So, okay, now I'm going to fill my next piping bag, and I'm going to bring you back again, and we are going to do some grass for the first time. So, yeah, you guys are going to have to wish me luck. Okay, I will bring you right back. Okay, so I did one. Definitely a little tricky. This is, I'm actually using a Russian piping tip, and this is the one that makes grass. Now, from what I've seen and what I've read, these are, on one hand, they're easy to use and they allow you to do so many things. But on the other hand, they're a little tricky too, because pressure sometimes has to be just right, and also consistency. So I was kind of like, I have no idea what this is going to do with soap. So, you know, I think Yeah, see, it's like, you'll get like the grass texture, but then sometimes it starts to almost just all come together here at the tip. So you kind of have to wipe it off and start clean. So I'm just going to scrape that soap into my bowl. That way I'm not like wasting it in case I need it. And it does seem like the less you actually touch the other part of the soap, the better. So kind of try not to squish this down onto the soap as if you were making like a flower or something, at least not for this, you know, the grass. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. That looks really good right there. See, maybe I can zoom you in just a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, definitely length and pressure is really making a lot of difference here. Oh, see, that's starting to kind of glop up on me there again. Just wipe it off. There is some serious wind moving around outside. It's so weird today. It's like sun and then snow and then sun and then more snow. Like, just this weather is crazy here in PA anyways. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just touch these up as much as I can, maybe just pick over them a little bit, I don't know. I'm actually fairly happy with them right now, especially considering it's my first time using this piping tip. So I'm just gonna fuss over them a little bit, and I actually did separate also some of my frosting for a little color. I'm going to take some pink and some yellow, and I'm going to mix that in yet again another separate piping bag with a different Russian tip, and we're going to kind of be doing a flower on the top as long as all goes well. And I made little Easter bunny embeds, so we'll see. Hopefully they turn out like I'm envisioning them. Okay, I'll bring you guys right back. Okay, so ran into some technical difficulties, of course. You know, nothing is ever easy or goes exactly the way you'd planned it. So I don't know if you guys can see this clearly, but it's kind of just a blob there. Like, the frosting just does not want to set up for me. It just doesn't. And it's getting late and I have all this other stuff to do today, and I'm like, oh no. But also too, I think with the tip that I wanted to use, it might just be a little too big, but it definitely was just not thick enough too. So I switched out everything, the bag and my tip, and these still aren't really defined because, like I said, the frosting is still like, it's just not quite thick enough. And it's been a really long time. I mean, I've been just waiting. I like cleaned up a little bit. I ate some pizza. So we're just gonna go with it. As long as I get some sort of flower, you know, which these are still cute. So I think we might just have to go with it. So we'll see what we can do. Okay, actually that's a little better. I think maybe it's setting up a little better for me. Okay. And I don't have like really specific spots in mind. I just kind of want to put them on there. Oh, that one got a little goopy. Wow. These piping tips are just like, they do whatever they want. But it is looking pretty cute, so I'm not gonna complain. Just gonna roll with it. And you do, like I said, you kind of have to keep wiping off the tip, because I think that's why it's like, it almost seems like I'll do two and then it kind of wants to do what it wants to do after that again, and it's just like the tip gets like that. I don't know. These flowers are really, really pretty though. Okay, so trying to just look around and figure out where I want to put all my flowers. I'm assuming as time goes on, I will get better with these. I hope. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just mess with this a little bit more and see what I want to do with them. And I will bring you guys back. We are going to be adding even more yet. I have little chocolate bunnies, and I would like to do maybe some glitter and, you know, just jazz them up. So I will bring you right back. Okay, well, I'm still not positive, but I think I forgot to mention I'm actually going to be putting some gumballs on these too. There's like so much going on with this soap, but I'm not positive yet about adding more flowers or whatever. So I think what I'm going to do is I went ahead and just did a little glitter, and I'm going to go ahead and put our little bunnies on. That way they are on, and then I can kind of just work around them, because I figured, you know, get the bunnies on, and then if, you know, I can figure out what I want to do for like placement of gumballs and stuff like that. And, you know, cupcakes are only so big, so I'm not putting like a whole bunch on. But I thought it might be cute to put like a couple on the side or something like that. And these are just melt and pour bunnies. So there's our bunnies. All right. And then I just did a bunch of melt and pour gumballs. I'm just going to kind of stick them on like so. I've got all different colors, all the same colors that I used in the soap. I want to kind of place them so that they're more along the base, so we're not completely covering up, like, you know, all our grass. But I want that really fun pop of color in there because these are for Easter. So I wanted something that kind of just made you think, you know, about candy and stuff. But I also wanted, you know, a little bit of the nature. You have like your Easter baskets with obviously chocolate bunnies, and then you always have like the Easter grass in there and stuff. And so yeah, we were throwing a whole mix of stuff in this one. Okay, so all our gumballs are on, finally. I think they look really cute. I'm actually really happy with it. I think much more so now that the gumballs are on. Because I was kind of like a little disappointed with the flowers for a minute, and I was like, I don't know. I mean, I like the color of the flowers, but I wasn't really getting that definition consistently. But, you know, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. And my first time, you know, using the Russian piping tips, so haven't really had much practice with them, but you can definitely tell that they're flowers, and so I think it looks pretty cute. So, let's see if I can get you closer here. Now, my blob on the end, I don't really know if that's savable. So, I don't know. I might try to save it, guys. I might try, because if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I certainly won't be selling it like that. So if I can't save it, then I'll just keep that for my little girl. She loves bubblegum scent. I mean, what kid doesn't? So she'll get a freebie, and I'll just doll it up a little more for her and let her have it for Easter, and I'm sure she would love that. So, all right, let's bring you guys back in about 2 seconds, and we will unmold these. Okay guys, we are back and ready to unmold our Easter Bunny cupcake soaps. I still don't have a name for these yet, but by the time I upload the video, I will. And I don't know if any of you noticed, and I think this is the first time I've ever done this actually, but I was thinking, oh my gosh, I wonder if anyone watching noticed, and I bet you did, but this soap right here looks different than all the others. Duh, like how does that even happen? I totally missed putting gumballs on that one. So I don't even know how that happened. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it now because I didn't notice until like the next day. I mean, it had been almost 24 hours and my soap set up pretty quickly. So I was just like, oh my goodness, maybe my little girl would like to have it. I don't know. But I don't know if I should unmold all of these on camera just for the sake of keeping the video a little shorter. Again, I'm always trying to find ways to cut corners so that these videos aren't too long for you guys, and especially ones like this. I mean, these cupcake making videos tend to take a while, so I'll probably just unmold a few because, you know, they're all essentially going to be similar. You know, the bases will all be a little different. But overall, I mean, I'm pretty happy with them. Especially considering it was my first time using the Russian piping tips. And I mean, they are a little tricky, at least they were for me. I'm really liking the swirls. Super cool. So some of these are going to be going into some Easter baskets that I'm making. And some of them will be going into my Etsy shop. I'll have at least a few in there. So if you guys are interested, these will be available by the end of March. So this video probably feels a little all over the place unless it's just me, you know, because it's like sometimes when you're doing something for the first time, you know, everything just doesn't always go as planned and you're gonna have hiccups, and that's just the reality of soap making too. And you know, here on my channel, I like to keep it real. That is just a reality. It just is. Let's unmold our gumball-less. I still can't believe I did that. I was actually really angry about it there for a minute, and then I was like, you know what, just like stop. Like, it's fine. Mistakes happen. Look at that. That one's really cool. Okay, so I lied. I have like 3 left, guys, so I'll just go ahead and show them to you quick. I mean, they're not crazy different, but it's cool. I was really worried about the bases, guys, because as you saw, the batter thickened up on me a lot, and I was kind of like, it's not really ideal to do an in-the-pot swirl with batter that thick. At least not for me it isn't. I prefer to do it when the batter is really thin. But I'm happy with them. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and thank you for coming along with me on this journey of my first time using Russian piping tips. It was an experience, and these were so much work, but so much fun. These literally just took me longer than any other soap I've ever made in my life. but you know, they were a lot of fun and I enjoyed the experience. So I hope you did too. And if you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed yet. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you on the next one.